Hi, everybody. Welcome to Keep It Spiritually Simple. I'm your host, Sandra McGellis, and today I have my friend and healer and Akashic record reader and quantum clear energy filter friend, Rose Marie Swanson, on, and we're going to actually do a quantum clearing on me. So I have never experienced this. So this is going to be new. So if you have a session with her, you get a kind of an idea of what these sessions are about and how much they can help you, whether it is like super noticeable or very subtle. Anytime you can do some kinds of clearing energetically, it's always helpful for the etheric, mental, physical, and emotional body so that you get on that spiritual pathway, in your life purpose, the real draw of why we're here, not just our 3D world, but you get on that a little bit faster. So make sure you hit that subscribe. So here we are. We're going to jump right in. Welcome, Rose Marie.
Thank you. And something that we didn't discuss that as you were talking, I thought about for any of the audience, whether they're listening to this live or afterwards, if they're willing to move into that space of openness, that I will take you through a breathing exercise. If they're willing to go through that, whatever I clear for you, they can clear as well.
Wonderful. So it's not just about me I always think it should be about me. So it's about them too,
Yeah.
which is also one of the things that drives me to do what I do. And I also say this to others, if you don't have the strength to do it for yourself or the will to do it for yourself, then do it for those that you love and that you've maybe met or don't even know, because
Yeah.
this is for the collective. This is not just about your selfish self,
Yeah.
right? Although
Yeah.
we want to bring it in and make it about us, it's so much about the bigger picture. So thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, when I go in and we hit ancestral lineage stuff, it clears it. I think they say at least 7 generations backwards and 7 generations forward. So this quantum work is very, very powerful.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to just aligning anyone in my lineage and then all of those who are
Yeah.
are listening and will listen in the future, because it's not just about the now, it's about moving forward. So whenever you do listen to this, you're going to receive, powerful healing within yourself too.
Yeah, definitely. So let's begin by with just a few questions, Sandra. I know we've talked a little bit about the fact that we want to look at opening you, moving you into alignment with the star family that's reaching out and wanting to connect with you. So when I say that, what comes up for you? Is there anything specific that you feel that might be blocking that? Any beliefs, any thoughts or patterns that you might be having?
Well, the only thing that comes to mind is just being human and having such a limited vocabulary and, having only certain, fires in the brain,
Yeah.
firing of the brain, not a fire in the brain. Um, but yet we do get a little hot under the collar when we're not getting what we think we should receive. So I think for me, I just feel like maybe I just don't have the tools and I'm asking the right questions so that I can, have a compatible conversation or understanding, whether it's telepathic or whatever that may be, with the star family
Yeah.
or anyone on my soul's path.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to include in this besides just the connected connection with the star family?
Whatever we feel would be beneficial, because there, of course, I have to get out of my own agenda, right?
Yeah.
And step into the flow of, maybe a sensory that you're picking up on that might need some tweaking. My software, my hardware are open and available to this healing with you today.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So we will jump right in. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a breathing exercise. So, you can close your eyes, just allow yourself to settle down into your physical body and follow through what I'm going to be telling you. just know that if during the session you lose track of what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. So if you go, oh, but I didn't hear what she said, it doesn't matter because what's happening is happening. So when I shift us into the quantum realms, I'm able to see things, and I'm able to tap into the frequencies to allow them to be permanently cleared or transmuted and transformed into other frequency energies. So there's going to be three parts to this. I'm going to begin working, first of all, with the brain, with the mind process and clearing that. And then the second process, I'll move into moving through the body in general and working at clearing that. And then the third and final process is I'll be working on a cellular ascension level. So hang on. So you can just close your eyes, just allow yourself to get comfortable in your body. Take a nice deep breath. Let go of the outside world. Just allow yourself to begin to sink down within. As we begin by calling in the grace and love of the Creator, asking for a container to be placed around us so that we're safe and we're protected, and that during this session, absolutely no harm can come to us. And we give thanks for the beings that are going to come forward during this session. The angels are already making their presence known, along with some of the ascended masters. Kuan Yin and Mary Magdalene is here. Kathumi, the Messiah, is here. So I want you to imagine breathing in this beautiful blue-white light into your third eye. It's the center of the forehead, breathing it in through the brain, allowing it to go down the brain stem, down into the spinal column. And imagine breathing out the color purple. And we're going to do this 3 times, breathing in that blue-white light into the third eye. This time, as it goes through the brain, it's going to begin to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain, going all the way down through the spinal column, breathing out the color purple, breathing in that blue-white light in through the brain. This time, as it goes through the brain, it activates the pineal gland. And as it goes down the brain stem and into the spinal column, it activates the cerebral spinal fluid as you breathe out the color purple. And then we're going to bring our focus down into the heart. And we're going to imagine breathing in that blue-white light into the heart, allowing the heart to begin to open and expand. And things are already beginning to clear. You breathe out the color purple. And the next time you breathe in the blue-white light into the heart, we're going to breathe it all the way through the heart, allowing it to go out the back of the heart. And as it goes back through the back of the heart, we're going to allow it to begin to disassemble some dense energy that's at the back of the heart. To breathe out the color purple. And we're just going to take a moment and allow this beautiful blue-white light to begin to transform. It's almost as if it's a shield of protection on the back of the heart. And the back of the heart is where we learn to love ourselves. The front of the heart is how we love others. Good. Just allowing it. It's like it's turning into an ash, just being lifted and cleared. And this time, as you breathe the blue-white light into the heart's going to pulse as you breathe out the color purple. And as it pulses out this blue-white light all the way through the circulatory system. And then out into every single cell of the body. From the top of the head to the bottoms of your feet. The cells are going to begin to vibrate in this higher frequency energy now. And then we're going to bring the focus into the solar plex area. And this time what you're going to breathe in is a beautiful rainbow spectrum of light. Breathing it into the solar plex, allowing it to fill the organs in the abdominal cavity, the reproductive organs, the digestive organs. You breathe out the color purple. Breathing in this beautiful rainbow frequency of light. This light assists you in letting go of the illusions and distortions and lies of the outer world as we begin to sink deeper within. Breathing out the color purple. Breathing in the rainbow spectrum of light one more time. And this time allowing it to move completely through the physical body, through all the cells. As you breathe out the color purple. And I'm going to drop down to the base of the spine, and I'm going to move down an etheric cord off the base of your spine, and I'm going to anchor you down into the core of the earth, into her heart. And then as I come back up that cord, I'm going to bring with me Earth's grounded energy. It's this beautiful red frequency of light. And as I move up through the feet, the ankles, the legs, the cells of the body innately know how to allow this beautiful grounded energy to come into the cells and nourish them and nurture them as we move it up through the abdominal area, through the torso, allowing the heart and the lungs to be filled with this beautiful grounded energy, and through the shoulders and the arms and the hands, and all the way up through the neck, the jawline, moving it all the way up to the top of the head. And I want you to meet me at the top of your head. And imagine I'm going to open your crown, and you and I together are going to step out of the physical body. I'm going to close the crown behind me. And I want you to imagine a beautiful spiral staircase in front of you, and together, hand in hand, we're going to walk up this short spiral staircase step by step. And what this spiral staircase really is, it's your DNA structure. So we're moving from the outer world into the quantum world as we go higher and higher and higher. And when you reach the top of the structure, we're going to gently be lifted again together through this cloud-like, beautiful layers of the rainbow frequency of light. Gently, lovingly being lifted. There's nothing to fear. You're safe. This is further assisting you in releasing the illusions of the outer world, allowing you to be able to go deeper into the inner worlds. And as you move through that last beautiful layer, we're in this beautiful white spacious room. No one can come in here but the two of us. And I'm going to leave your conscious mind here. And your subconscious mind and I are going to teleport ourselves back to the pineal gland in the physical body. And we're going to begin now. The physical body is now vibrating at a very quantum level. And as you anchor into the pineal gland, you're going to tap into that quantum physical intelligence and allow it to fully come online for you. You may begin to feel your body vibrate. And then I'm going to telepathically project myself into your physical heart. I'm going to very gently push into your heart. And as I do, your body opens and allows the clearing to begin. So I'm going to call in the emissaries of light and the Messiah energies to begin clearing. And as I do this, I'm going to move back into the pineal gland, and we're going to work with the mind, the brain first. I'm going to go into the master cell of the pineal gland, and this is the cell that governs the entire body. So anything that's done here is done in through the entire body. And I'm going to ask that a black hole be created here. This is antimatter. And I'm going to bring in the 0-point frequency of light into the mind, into the brain, and allow it to begin to bring forward anything that inhibits you from a complete union of your star family and yourself. Anything that inhibits you from believing that divinity has your back. And I'm going to call in the rainbow frequency of light and allow it to come into the brain and begin to highlight all of these things that we've called forward. And we're going to very gently begin to gather them up and move them over to the black hole. And the black hole simply going to absorb all of these things, all of the distrust that you may be holding for whatever reason. It could be a belief or a fear, a pattern, an outside influence of any kind. We're asking it to be highlighted and moved over into this black hole. Any of those fears or beliefs that might keep you separate from your star family, we ask that they be highlighted, gathered, and removed into the black hole now. There's a fear around what might I become or what's going to happen to me on the humanness level. We lovingly highlight and gather that up and move it into the black hole. Allowing you to begin to clear any outside intelligence of programmed reality. This one's really big. So any outside influence of programmed reality that's very all-encompassing, multidimensionally, it goes through the ancestral lineage, the mother's side, the father's side. It's that we're holding space and we're allowing all of that to gently and lovingly being gathered out of the mind, out of the brain, and placed into this beautiful black hole of antimatter. We're clearing any feelings of that complete alignment with your star family to be gathered and cleared and released now. There's an ancestral lineage that has been passed down to you that's pretty strong. It tells you all the things that they feel you cannot do, that you are not. And we're asking all of that to be gathered up and cleared out. It's like on the bottom floor of the brain, like black dirt on a floor. We're just going to sweep it all up into that black hole now. Getting it all levels, layers of reality, all timelines, through all your lifetimes, all your timelines, through all time and space. Good. It was very powerful. Allowing all of these clearings to move down through the vagus nerve. All through the body. The vagus nerve is highlighted with this beautiful rainbow spectrum of light. This outside programmed reality no longer serves you. We ask that even that which you are resistant to releasing be released. Any fears of what might be can be released, knowing that no harm can come to you. If there's anything that we did not mention that is ready to be cleared now for you, we ask that it be cleared through the mind, through the brain. Good. It's a fear of not being wanted. We're going to let that go. Good. And now I'm going to move into the next level of clearing. And I'm being guided to move down into your heart. So we're going to move down into the heart. And as we move into the heart, we're bringing in this energy of 0 point frequency to assist us in clearing. As we release the fear of suffering and of death, the fear of honoring yourself, the fear of not being safe, clearing the pattern of seeing yourself through others' eyes, taking on their beliefs. As we clear all the ancestral connection in the heart and the body now. As the body oftentimes feels like a trap, we clear that trap, that feeling of being trapped. The battle that goes on within us around either controlling what's happening or the fear of being controlled. We release that now. We release the repeating patterns from the mind programming. The frustrations of not seeing clearly, which creates a disconnection from your own divine flow. the disconnection from speaking your own truth, and the disruption of faith in yourself that creates the illusion of your own divinity. It interrupts that connection. Releasing the self-absorbed pattern that creates you staying small. So that you can begin to release not stepping into your own power. As we release the absolute sense of lack, there's a sense of not being fulfilled that we want to clear now. Disconnection from reality and distortion, clearing the illusion of what we think is true, so that we may be able to move beyond those thoughts and move beyond the old teachings of the ego. Then we're going to fill the body with the rainbow frequency of light, allowing it to pour in through the top of the head. Allowing it to fill every cell of the body. Clearing up any residue that may be left behind. And I'm going to call in this beautiful violet hearts of frequency, allowing it to come in through the crown and wash through the body. And if there's any feeling of being persecuted or any victim energy left, we're going to allow it to clear that. Allowing the body to be bathed. Then I'm going to go up to the pineal gland, to that master cell, and we're going to ask that the master cell allow the cells of the body to open up and allow the waters, the H3O2 waters that it holds, to flood through the body. This is the body's self-healing waters. It's the most purified waters on the planet. And we're going to allow it to flow as if you're being gently bathed by the waters. And as you are, we're going to begin recoding the heart. And we will begin recoding it by allowing you, encoding you, to be able to now vibrate in your own divine, authentic frequency of beingness. Asking that that frequency be moved into alignment with your star family now. allowing you to live seeing completely through the illusions and distortions and lies of this third dimensional reality that we live in, so that you can begin anchoring in that which is beyond. Allowing yourself very easily to communicate with your star family, allowing you to communicate with any other guides or angels that you may wish to. Anchoring into the heart, divine sight, hearing, and speech. Anchoring in, beginning to really know the truth of who you are. Beginning to trust that truth as you begin to know yourself and begin to listen and hear this higher frequency and this higher guidance of love and light. As we anchor in this change in a harmonious way, so that you may be able to fully stay in alignment with the universe and with the galaxy beyond, connecting you into your star family fully and completely, so that you have the ability of this divine connection, so that your ability to communicate with your star family, with your soul family, and the other divine beings that may wish to come into you at a later time. We anchor this into your heart now, allowing the creativity to anchor in. As we go through this new beginning of your life, this new perspective of who you are, this new perspective of your own capabilities, knowing that you are absolutely safe in every moment. And we're bringing in that beautiful, divine frequency of love now, allowing it to begin to fill you, firmly anchoring all of this in completely and fully now. And just take a couple of nice deep breaths and we'll move into the final section of the cellular ascension. And on this epigenetic awakening, another level of dissolving the unconscious programming that's been running in your DNA, creating all of the distortions. We're going to place in your pineal gland the epigenetic code that allows the ascension to move through your DNA expansion now. As As your pineal gland receives the coding, allowing the awareness of the response that takes place that merges you into absolute coherent flow within you now. Moving into that next level of cell ascension, which is how the looping expressions or behaviors, the emotional patterns, are going to be released and removed on a cellular ascension level. As we look at that looping behavior, we're shifting the damaging old beliefs that you've been holding into new form, where your DNA becomes its own solar generator now. And just allow your body, your pineal gland, to take in this coding. Good. Looking at an emotional level, shifting the polarity of reactivity and imbalance into confidence, clarity, and self-assurance. Sending that code to you now. As it integrates into the pineal gland, we move into the greater understanding that this shifts your endocrine system and your thymus and hormonal intelligence as well, allowing those systems to become regulated. So it regulates your immune system and your endocrine system and how it broadcasts that frequency now. And then we'll move to the next level, the mental programming on a cellular ascension level. And this is how your body feeds the new signals of safety, vitality, and coherence. It's a 0-point anchor. Allowing the DNA to replicate your immunity and your heart coherence, embodying divine expression of health throughout the quantum heart. It's taking that frequency into the pineal gland, into the master cell, programming the entire body. And then we move into the DNA ascension activation, which is where we begin anchoring in the new divinity, the new identity, and stabilize the source frequency within you now. And this frequency is one of change. It's a shift within you. Allow yourself to experience this shift now. Taking it deeply within the pineal. Allowing your consciousness to experience the high frequency of divine love in the stillness, or even in the expression of this higher realm of energies now. And there is a beautiful light language sound that you may use that will assist you in anchoring this into your body. And that light language is so on. And just repeat it silently to yourself. So on. So on. So on. This energetically holds the feel of the creative blueprint expressing in your DNA structure now. And then we move to the 6th level of cellular clearing, where we anchor in who you are becoming. Now that we've done all of this clearing and this recoding, we're going to anchor in the connector, the communicator. And this is the being that bridges dimensions, carrying the wisdom, transmitting truth, and creating networks of resonance between you and your star family, and to whichever other beings of light wish to come in. And we're going to send that coding into your pineal gland now. The communicator. As it anchors into your pineal gland, we ask that it move through the master cell into every single cell of the body. Allowing it to move through all the way down through the soles of the feet, and even further anchoring it down into your Earth star. Now I'm going to bring in the Messiah frequency energy, allowing it to pour all the way through the body, entering every cell of the body, anchoring in this divine frequency. Allowing the body to harmonize with all that it has received here today. pouring in the divine love, coating the body with this high frequency of divine love through every single cell. Now I'm going to move back up to the top of your head. I'm going to open your crown and move out into that beautiful white spacious room that your conscious mind has been relaxing in. And together we're going to gently flow down through the 7 layers of the cloud-like rainbow substance of light. And our feet gently land on the top of the spiral staircase. We're going to gently walk down step by step by step by step. And together we'll move back over to the crown, and I'll open the crown and we'll come back into the physical body. And I close the crown and seal it behind us. And we're going to drift down into the base of the spine and follow that beautiful etheric cord down into the core of Mother Earth, down into her heart. And we're going to gently and lovingly unhook from her, allowing ourselves to gently float back up, moving back in to the body through the feet, the legs, the abdominal area, allowing this beautiful red grounded energy from the core of Earth to ground your body. Coming back up through the abdominal area, the torso, the arms and the hands. Moving up through the neck, the jaw, moving all the way up to the top of your head. And we're just going to take a few moments and give thanks to all these beautiful beings of light that have been here assisting us in holding space and divinity for us. We give thanks for all the blessings we have received, and we know that it is so. And you can take your time and gently begin being aware of your body. And as you're ready, taking your time, you can open your eyes, bringing all of this back with you consciously. And just take a couple of deep breaths. You are glowing with white light.
Wow. I went in so deep. I almost didn't know where I was a few times. And yet I didn't lose the fact that I knew I was in this chair and hearing your voice, but I was in another multiple times.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So just know that these energies will continue working with you over time. And they can be very subtle, and you may go for weeks and think nothing happened, and then all of a sudden you'll go, "What just happened?" and go, "Oh, yeah, now I get it." So just
Mhm.
allow the gentle, there's this gentle softness that's flowing through you. Allow it to do its work.
Yes, I'll take a little time between now and what I have to do next and just
Yeah.
let things integrate and be gentle with myself and hydrate, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Drink plenty of water for the rest of the day. And I look forward to hearing from you what transpires and how this process is for you.
Absolutely. And we'll just end it here.
Okay.
We'll let anyone who's listening just marinate in their energy. Your links will be below for anyone who wants a private session. And yeah, we'll report back in a few weeks and have another video on this.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely. Thank you, Rose Marie. I so appreciate you.
You're
And
welcome.
much love, everyone. Just marinate and be gentle with yourselves and let the love of all of this that you just listen to know that it's healing you. It's healing me. It's healing everyone. And just bringing conscious awareness to um, things that are more important than just our daily routine. And that is this self nurturing, self love, and spiritual journey that we're on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so very much, everybody. Bye, Rosemary.